Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Sagevivor Season 3, Enchanted Forest. In the last episode, we saw yet another swap with some crazy twists, and Lucas going home, unfortunately. In this episode, we swapped once again. I will give you that cast list of where the swap is sitting right now. Actually I won't, because the screenshot that I took actually shows who goes out this round, so it's kind of hard to show without exposing that. So you're just gonna have to rely on my tags this time as far as like where the split is, and then I'll show you that full cast list at the end of the episode, or maybe even towards the middle, so then once you do know who went out and we kind of see the repercussions of that, that will kind of play out in its own right. Anyways, we do have a pretty straightforward tribal council coming up for you, and a pretty straightforward challenge, to be honest with you. It was the return of the famous and our favorite Dragon's Hotel. Well, the Sage's Hotel of Horrors, just revamped with a giant dragon in it this time. And so the players would have to go in and check into the hotel. That was kind of mandatory. I threw them in there. And then after that, they would be given random prompts over the next 24 hours where one person would be able to escape the hotel. Last person in there sends their tribe to tribal council. So lots of drama, lots of cross-tribe communication, even though we've already had that with all the swaps, and some fun. So even though it's a straightforward tribal council, there's a lot of good stuff that comes out of it. Let's go ahead and jump right in and show you all the confessionals.
Alright, knocking out another video confessional. This is for vote number 3. Second one I'm a part of. You know, too many, but what can you do? Anyway, this seems like a pretty clear-cut vote for Blaze. They just haven't been as active as everyone wants. And, you know, valid. We haven't really sent too many more messages beyond our first tribe together, which of course, day 1. So I just didn't go. They actually do seem like a genuinely nice person, but you know, you gotta talk to people if you want to stay in Survivor. So that's about it. In terms of general game, myself and Mason still tight like that. Waiting to reunite with Danny. I really want to see him again, work with him again. If it's not with Jamal, even better. Jamal, I don't even want to talk about it. If you've seen my confessionals, you know, dude is not to be trusted for even a fraction of a second. And yeah, I'm just very much hope I'm not with him again for the foreseeable future. Hopefully he gets eliminated before I interact with him again. Ethan's really cool. Wants to stick with Ethan. He calmed down. Mason, when he was struggling a little bit with the vote, it was a little too easy for him, which I had the total opposite, or I guess same problem as last time. It was super obviously Lucas. I went crazy. It turned out fine. Shot in the dark didn't work. We're all Gucci. But yeah, nervous and / excited for the next swap, but this vote's locked up.
I'll say right now, I'm not showing my face. I look like shit, and I feel like shit, and I might have COVID. Anyways, all I have to say about it really is I'm getting along with everybody. Danny and I had an in-depth talk the other day. I'm not going to share any details about it. It's just kind of personal, but it was good, and you know, he's a good guy. He's a good kid. And I'm a part of the Enchanted Bitches Alliance now, which is me, Vintage, Danny, and Jamal, and I'm chill with that. That's cool. And to be honest, I completely forgot Cyan was on our team. Like, I forgot he was a part of the game. But anyways, I still can't believe that I didn't participate the entirety of the challenge, and then I was the last person standing, and I happened to guess the right number. I think that's really fucking funny. Anyways, talk another time.
Wow, first face cam, video. I don't care. Everybody else is doing it, so I gotta change it up. But yeah, pretty much I am excited that we won the challenge. It's weird. I'm not going to tribal council. I'm not scrambling. I'm now actually talking to different people. I am feeling like I'm connecting with a lot of people in the game. That's exciting. Danny's somebody I like a lot. There's another person I like a lot, but I don't remember their name. Jamal is somebody who's chill. Mia's chill as well. Hopefully, me making these connections will help me out in the future, because every round is a swap, and I'm nervous that you know, I'm going to be in a tribe that is with people who I don't know. But hopefully I can tell people that I am loyal to them, that I'll vote with them, even though I don't have a vote. I'm not telling anybody I have a vote. I don't care that people don't know that I don't have a vote. Because if they vote for me, if I tell them I don't have a vote, they'll vote for me and I'll go home. You know, that's not a good sign. No, it's not. The only person that knows about it is Knight. But, you know, he's my duo. He's my ride or die, and I had to take him to the end as quickly as possible. But yeah, simple as that. I'm just going to be playing, you know, Mario Party, Minecraft, everything else, and just trying to stay low. Because if I'm staying low now, I should be fine. If I have any suspicions that somebody's going to try to come after me, they're gone. But yeah, the Orange Tribe is kind of getting decimated. If Pixels goes home next, then that's kind of concerning. But who knows? We'll see what happens. Have fun.
Alright, hello, it's Mara. I have been slacking on my confessionals. I got really sick. I included a clip in my last confessional of me at the hospital. The little upward view, besides the point. I'm alright now. Only took me a week to recover. Thank you to everybody who would check up on me on a daily basis. Thank you to production for being so understanding, and it was very helpful. I also apologize for the inconvenience, because I can say I was not on my shit. But I'm here, my head's in the game, my sickness is almost gone. This is a little catch up. I'm gonna go through the episodes, so you will be seeing me like this for the next 4 confessionals, because I'm good. Challenge 3 was the blind fire one. And I will say that's the one I was looking forward to the most. Definitely when I first heard that challenge, I was like, oh, this is something that I'll be good at, because I have insomnia and I am up at the strangest hours, and I will be able to focus on this one. I did not. I proceeded to sleep for 21 hours that day. Which is crazy. Who knew I could sleep so much? I did not. Anyways, I passed out. A girl passed out for like 21 hours, as I said, and I wake up and I'm like, I am dying of sickness, and I just slept for 20 hours. What happened? We won, so I didn't have to worry about going to draw. But there's been multiple times that I have had to worry about that, and I'm afraid that it's gonna catch up to me, in all honesty. I think that it's been one too many times, maybe, where my tardiness has put my group in jeopardy, and honestly, I don't have the heart. My group for that one, I did like, but definitely at that point in time was not my top tier favorite. Oh, you know, not every group's gonna clash. So I came to that realization that, you know, it's really selective, and it really is just luck whether you are with a group that you feel comfortable with. Oh, say hello. This is my cat, Lizard. Lizard, do you want to look at the phone? Wait, so challenge number 3. Let me just ominously hold this cat. She's very strange, like. She's pregnant. She's a pregnant girl. I also had noticed this time around, being on the same group as a few of the people that I was with in my original whatever, it wasn't as, like, the clique wasn't as cliquey as I thought it was, you know? So I was struggling to figure out who to trust. By the 3rd time, I had almost met everybody, and getting to know a lot of people, I could tell that there's a specific few that I will be liking for the rest of the game, and a specific few that I probably won't click with for the rest of the game. Anyways, I appreciate everybody for being very understanding and taking me into consideration. It was very thoughtful, and I feel like it gave me a major advantage, because I haven't had my full head in the game. It was weird having a crutch to just lean on, but it was nice at the same time, considering I was very sick, so it helped to have that support from production, from the teammates that I do have, or did have. Okay, say bye. Say peace out, Lizard. She's too busy doing her own thing. Say bye from Canada. She's got her winter fur on. No buttholes. Just tune in for our next confessional, which will partake for me in 2 seconds. games.
Alright, so as I guessed, sadly we lost. But you know, I do have Blaze on my tribe, so he's most likely gonna go. If he doesn't go, I think these people are all dumb, cause like he's not even here half the time. Actually, he did show up, but like you're a little too late. He didn't even show up on the second tribe, so he can go. No need for him. I can stay strong. My allies can stay strong. We can stay safe. I'll have more control over the game later because less people. And then my allies, we could have the numbers. I do feel good with Matt. I think I could get Matt on my side. Ethan, Jordy, I already have them on my side. Brandon, iffy. He's kind of on my side, but then he's also not. So it's kind of like, what are you doing? You want to get out already? Like, Mason, he's kind of dry, but I think I could work with him. He could be like an early merge boot or something. Yeah, tribal's gonna be easy, hopefully. Hopefully Blaze goes, hopefully I stay safe, and everyone who I like stays safe. Pixel is a little weird, because he already came for me, like came at me, aggressive, the first time we talked, so it's like, no, we're not doing that. He could go very, very soon. Like, I don't need him in this game. Vintage is close with him, but Vintage is also my number one, or I'm his number one, so he's gonna listen to me, or Vintage could go. So hopefully I don't have to go to tribal again, because it's not cute whatsoever. Yeah, that's basically it. Hopefully I'm here for episode 4. I most likely will be, so yeah.
Alright, so I'm a little paranoid. It's been a bit of a quiet day, and could just be because people are at school or work, but I don't know. Usually when it's quiet, either I'm getting voted out or one of my allies is about to get voted out. So I don't know why they would keep Blaze just like they kept Cyan. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, you're supposed to keep people that you can rely on, and I don't know how they can rely on those type of people. But I ended up telling Blaze that his name's out there, but that Brandon is the actual vote, which is not true. But if he happens to play his shot in the dark, then maybe he votes, or wait, no, he wouldn't be voting. He loses his vote. But Matt did mention that it'd be smart to throw a vote onto, say, Brandon, and I think that's a solid idea. Maybe if I end up doing it, maybe I vote Ethan just for the fun of it, just so I can get that idol. That'd be nice. But yeah, Matt is making an alliance with a few people just to see if the vote is actually on Blaze. I don't know. So he's kind of like he's kind of doing my dirty work for me. Because, you know, last time we made an alliance, everybody thought he was paranoid, and if he actually did make the alliance just now, then I don't know. Maybe people were thinking he's a little paranoid instead of me, because I'm not telling anybody else any of my worries like I usually do. I usually always go off and say how quiet it is and whatnot, but just agreeing with them, saying, yeah, okay, cool, it's on Blaze, it's all good. But this, I don't know. We'll see. If things get crazy, I might play my shot in the dark, but for now I am not. I will keep you all updated though on what Matt ends up finding out. If he ends up finding out anything, I don't know. But we'll see. We will see. Alright.
Oh shit, would you look at the time? I almost forgot my video confessional for the day. That would not have been cooking. Well, gotta, provide for the content, get some screen time, I'm iconic and stuff, so I gotta show my stuff. So I should probably do like terrestrial things, but those are like gay. So first, I done my factory in voice notes. But before I do terrestrial things, I want to kind of talk about the Jamal thing because like on call he was like, oh yeah, I want to take out Brandon early and Mia early merge, go to the end with 2 people and be like, all these returnees are getting fucked, but I made the end because I made a strong alliance and I'm too loyal. Pretty much said that like me and Sion are 2 goats is his plan. He's telling me this. I'm like, why the fuck are you so confident that I'm with you? Like, don't get it. Buddy is delusional as heck. And I'm just like feeding his delusions. Because like, keep feeding those delusions like you're feeding a newborn baby. Don't stop. This time's coming. I don't know when I'm gonna ride that horse until his legs fall off. But realistically, final 8 is when Jamal needs to skedaddle on out of here. But like, yeah, he's an interesting character. Mia didn't really have she didn't talk much because with her roommate sleeping, she just talked in the chat, so she didn't talk, but we just vibed, me, her, and Jamal, and me, Jamal, and Vintage. Everything stuff that came up was about like how Killer kinda was the one who single-handedly sent Hunter home, apparently. According to Vintage, I don't know how much I believe that, but that's what he claimed, somewhat. And then like, I did mention about how Matt does have the fate advantage, just little faith nuggets. Little faith nuggets is all it takes to burrow yourself into somebody's brain. Give them a few nuggets, and they're your bestie for life. It's so easy. I am sounding so confident, and I am not a confident person, so I don't know what I'm doing. But like, I don't know. I just feel like the other night, I was about ready to cry because I felt like I was stuck in this so badly. But for whatever reason, right now I'm feeling the opposite. I don't know why. I'm a bipolar survivor player. Anyways, it's time for trusting things, which I will be doing in a separate voice note because, like, yeah, I don't want to clog shit. But yeah, just vibes. It was an interesting voice chat, and I'm glad it happened. Gained some more tea. Jamal really thinks I'm his bestie. And like, honestly, he's probably number 1 on my trust rankings for this guy, but that's not saying much. Anyways. Why, hello. I just fucking did this. But this time, it's got a special reason. It's time for the Daily Trust Rankings. It's everybody's favorite time of the episode, trust. So honestly, like, we got, I don't know why I keep doing these at 2 a.m. I could be doing them when I'm like wide awake and I have a functioning brain, but no, I do it when I'm brain dead. Because I'm just that smart, I guess. But, number one, I should have planned these out ahead of time. I normally plan them out, but this time I didn't. So this is completely live from vibes, no first ranking planning ahead of time. Number one, I'd probably say Jamal just because of how much he's given me and how much trust and faith he's put in me. Do I plan to reciprocate any of that? Hell no. But he trusts me, which means he's gonna be loyal to me, which means he's higher in my trust rankings, even if I don't necessarily trust him to that high of an extent. Does that make sense? But you know, he's my Charlestonian twink friend, and I love him. I want to be friends with him for a long time. Just don't really want to be allies with him in that org. Number two, honestly, this might be biased because I've had a vent session with her earlier and she gave me some really good advice. It really means a lot to me. It means more to me than $200 could. The relationship I built with her is more important to me than any money. But, like I said, could be recency bias, but me is number two for me right now. Like, we just vibe so well. I don't know her partner yet. I'm gonna ask that indirectly tomorrow. Like, bring it up by accident. Quotations by accident. Accidentally on purpose bring it up and snag that info from her. Because add to my infinity gauntlet of partner warlords. But yeah, she's an amazing human being, and I really want to work with her. And I really don't want to vote her out early merge like Jamal and Vintage probably won't, so not force them could be a line drawn in the sand eventually if that alliance sticks together. Then we got at number three. I want to remember right there. I'm thinking the one. I'm drawing a blank. This is, I'm the most scuffed player in this entire season, I swear. Yeah, I'm just gonna put good old Vintage at number three, which is pretty accurate. I mean, I do trust him. I don't trust him as much as some others, but I do trust him. He just like Jamal, he thinks is in his pocket, and who knows, maybe I am. I don't mean to be, but I could be. We'll just have to see with that. I don't think I am. I kept things secret from Vintage, and I will continue to keep things secret from Vintage, just as I will continue to keep something secret from everyone, because the person who's completely open is a bad org player, in my opinion. But yeah, I've told him some shit, but nothing pressing. I've kept all the zingers hidden. Which, you know, they're my zingers. Not Vintage's zingers, not Jamal's zingers, not Mia's zingers. They're my zingers. But yeah, I trust him. He trusts me the least out of that alliance, but I do still have some sort of trust that he will not backstab me yet. Which is, you know, kinda fucking sick. Oh yeah, Sion's the person I forgot. I was like, I can only think of 6 people. Who's the 7th? Bloody Sion. Get him out of this fucking game. I'm just putting him at 7 right now. Like, fuck Sion. Suck everything about fucking Sion. Anyways, back on track. Number 4 is the Mara. Wait, no. Number 4 is not for Mara. Like I said, this is why I play him ahead of time. But number 4 for me is Knight. Because he pledged himself to me earlier, and I like that. And he stroked my ego a little bit, and that helps my viewpoint on him. Actually, after leaving me on red for like over 24 hours, we finally started talking, and we kind of vibed a little bit. Nothing too over the top, just some low-key vibes. And I have a sweet spot for him, and I want to work with him a lot. So that probably gives him a bit of a boost over Zamara and Killer. But I don't know. I just love Ignite. He's so funny. He's my little buddy. Then number 5 is Zamara, the queen of first-time org players. He is playing this game, and I love to see it. I haven't told her this because it sounds sketchy as fuck. It was like, do I tell her this? But like, if I said that, it's the red flag. But honestly, I love playing with newbies and helping them succeed. Because I want people to succeed, and like, I just like to work with them and do whatever I can to help them further their game.
Okay, hi confessional, I guess. Hello Sagevivor. So, episode 2 was boring. Once again, because we lost the comp, so like, who cares what happened on my tribe? But anyway, I'll still talk about it. So, Danny told me that he got along with Casper really well, which was really interesting because me and Casper don't get on well, really. I mean, we have like social talk, which I guess can be good enough sometimes, but yeah, I don't know. Casper like never has talked game with me and like seems to want to avoid it, whereas he's talking a game with Danny. So I kind of want Casper out as soon as possible. Anyway, like, because he also didn't talk game with me on the OG tribe, and I feel like he probably did with like Mia and everyone else. So yeah, Danny hit it off with him, and then I found out that him and Vintage, as in Vintage and Casper, are partners, and so that's interesting. Especially because I found out that Ethan on this tribe that I'm currently on, Swap 3, is scared of Vintage. So that's cool. That can be useful later. I also, let's see, Mia does not like Knight. That's good. That's honestly it for that swap. Like, there was not much to that swap, I think. At least on my end. Like, I didn't do much that round. Which is fine, I don't really need to. Like, I think fine where I'm at. I have enough connections where I think I'll be fine, and I'm not seen as a threat or anything, because we haven't had a skill-based comp. No offense. And then on the new tribe, I have Ethan, who I like. I think I'm trusting Ethan the most on this tribe for sure. Love that man. But I also have Casper, and I would like Casper L, but I unfortunately think Ethan and Casper are. I don't know if they're close, but like they're I don't think Ethan would want Casper out over other people on this tribe. So I unfortunately think Casper's staying around. I could boot Brandon, which I think I want to do because I don't want my OG tribe to get a threat level because of our number advantage. So I want us to lose a member, and if I want us to lose anyone, it's Casper and Brandon. So like I don't care about like keeping Brandon around for just because I've been with him for the past 2 slots. Like I don't want to do that. Because especially I think a lot of people are going to be worried that people who have stayed together for a lot of these swaps are going to be close, or that like they shouldn't trust someone because they're just now meeting them on the swap versus like last swap or whatever. So I think and if I take out Brandon, who I've been with the whole game, people will be like, oh wait, Jordan actually may be a free agent that I can pick up, which is what I want. I want to look like a free agent, basically. I think that seems like my go-to strategy, and it's worked so far. I actually don't remember who else was on this trip. I think, I'm not gonna be able to remember. Anyway, that's confessional number 5.
Hello, Sagevivor. This is Jordy, confessional number 69, probably. I'm gonna be first I'm gonna answer these confessional questions that Succubus asked me. How are you navigating the twists this season? I think I'm using my partner one pretty well. Me and Danny have gotten actually pretty close. I rescind my earlier statement that he was annoying. He's a little annoying, but he's also really useful for me. He's given me a lot of info on this game, actually, so I do trust him quite a bit, and I want to keep him around for the foreseeable future because he is actually giving me the most information out of anyone in this game so far. Part of that I think is because I just haven't gone to a tribal yet, so there's just like not much information to get at the moment for me. And especially on this tribe, like the only people on my actual tribe that can like give me any sort of useful information are like Matt and Mason. And Pixel, I guess, but yeah. So Danny's been super helpful. So I actually rescind that earlier statement. So yeah, I think I'm using the duo twist well. I really like the swap every round. Unfortunately, I haven't had the chance to really build a strong connection with people yet because we haven't had a tribal, and I've been busier in real life than I thought I would be at this point. That's my fault, but that's whatever. I care more about the merge anyway. And as long as I don't piss people off, it seems like other people are shooting themselves in the foot. Matt. So I'm perfectly okay just like chilling and letting people blow up their own games, and then I can come in and pick up the pieces. Who do you hope is on your tribe after the next swap? Why? I really want to get to Zamara, because I heard that her name possibly got thrown out by Matt. And so I want to talk to her about that and see if she has any info for me. I really want to meet Jamal before merge, at least. I want to meet him before merge just because I've heard that he's extremely social and scary and yeah. And I really don't want to merge without having met him, because that would make me an easy target for him to go after. And if he is as good as people say, which I doubt, but if he's the best, I guess, under me, then I don't want him to be coming after me. I want to get him on my side and use his threat level for my own gain. So but the only way I can do that is if I am on a swap with him and we go to tribal and we make a move together, or are able to build a relationship. So that's something I'm hoping happens. Who do you hope is not on your tribe after the next swap? Why? So originally for this answer, I probably would have said Casper, but I actually really like Casper now. Really like is a stretch actually, but we've had some game talk, and we've just been on the swaps on each swap together. So I feel like it's really easy for us to just work together in the future now, because we've just been together this whole time. So I know there's not really many secrets that he could be keeping from me, as opposed to other people that are doing things without me. So it's just pretty easy to trust Casper, even if I don't necessarily want to. But I don't want to go to tribal with Matt, because I hear he has an idol shard and also potentially a safety without power. So yeah, that just not so much scares me as much as it just makes me think that he's a chaotic player, and in general I don't do well with wild cards. I like predictable people that I can move around like chess pieces. I don't like wild cards who will make a move that they think is good but is not, because then I can't predict it, and then it can blow up my game because I didn't see it happening. So that's just something I would like to avoid. And honestly, I kind of hope Matt goes home. Either Matt goes home or Matt links hitches his wagon to mine, in a sense, declares loyalty to me, and that way I know what he's doing I know all of his moves anyway, because he's telling me them, there's no in between. I either want him out or I want him to be loyal to me, and really loyal to me. And it doesn't look like it. I don't think I can get him loyal to me at this point, because he just seems so reserved and closed off. So I just kind of want him gone. I also kind of don't want to be with Mia. I like Mia and I trusted her on the original tribe, but for one, we've been away. We got away from this one, and I just think Mia's closer to Ethan and closer to Zamara than she was with me, and I think there's a chance that she got closer on our second swap with the new people than I did, because I wasn't able to be as social with them as I would have liked. So I just have this, I feel like Mia is going to be actually a pretty big problem for me in the merge, if I get there, and if we both get there. But that's something we'll deal with later, I guess. What are some subtle strategic, what is some, I assume this, okay, I'm just going to read it, what is something that is subtly strategic that you said, or a lie you told in DMs or other chats? Probably that I think I've downplayed the I downplayed the relationship I have with people to others, to some extent, I told Mason that I didn't really vibe well with Casper and Brandon, because I've been with them the entire on every single tribe, and I really do not want Mason to think, obviously Jordy's gonna trust Jordy's gonna trust Casper and Brandon the most because he's been with them all these times. And for Brandon, that's obviously not true, but it kind of is true for Casper. But I don't want him to think that. So I really downplayed that, and I was me and Casper actually have had no game talk. And that's honestly not a complete lie, but it is an exaggeration. And it was said with intent for Matt to not get scared. Sorry, for Mason to not get scared. And then I've also told I lied to Danny. I told Ethan on this tribe that Casper and Vintage were were duo partners, supposedly. I phrased it I just heard a rumor that was true, but yeah, the reason I told Ethan was because Vintage seems to be a genuine, really good social player from what I've seen and heard from other people, and having your partner revealed is some sort of hindrance, it's just a good thing to take a shot at someone without actually taking a shot at them, because it's not really taking a shot at them, but it's something that like now no one will say Vintage. Like hopefully Ethan doesn't say Vintage's name to Casper. In the event all three of them are in a swap and Ethan wants to target Vintage. Like, you know, like it just removes an obstacle to hurting Vintage's game that like people can now do if they want easier, if that makes sense. Okay, and then so that's the confessional questions. Now for normal shit. So apparently the other tribes, or like last round the other tribe where Lucas got voted out, apparently that tribal was really chaotic. And the only reason Lucas went out is because he was Matt's partner and people wanted to take a shot at Matt because he got paranoid and threw a bunch of names, and that was really fun. Matt actually talked about it to me and like admitted that he went a little crazy. So I as much as I like don't trust Matt and don't think I will be able to, I want to, because it's just so tempting to pull in that kind of chaotic energy and attempt to point it in the ways that I want it to go. Because I think that would, one, be easy, two, be pretty useful because he apparently has like at least 2 advantages. And I would love for those to be used in my favor and to like have some say in where those are used and stuff. And then I think I've made decent ground with Mason, I think. It's hard to tell. I don't know, Mason, he like what he's said to me, like it's weird. I can interpret it as like just standard like things you would say to anyone, like, oh yeah, I want to work with you, all this stuff. Because he actually like didn't give away much info as much as like say Pixel did. Pixel actually gave me a lot of info, and he and I didn't talk for like the first day on this tribe because he sent me a message, or tried to, but then it didn't go through. So he thought I left him on red, but he left me on red. Whatever. But like once we did start talking, me and Pixel talked a lot, and he gave me a lot of info actually. So I think I like Pixel actually on this tribe and in the future, because in general, people who give me info are at the top of my ally priority list, because that's how I like to base my strategy on, is the info people are giving me and the info people are not giving me. And like obviously if I know you know something but you're not telling me, you're going home basically. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. For this tribal, I'm pretty sure Blaze is gonna go, and I've already talked with pretty much everyone about it. Everyone's in consensus, at least they're saying they are, to vote Blaze, which I'm not sad about. We were on the last tribe, but we've maybe spoken like 3 sentences. It's whatever. I have no clue. Honestly, I feel like it could be me. I feel like I'm probably like the 3rd most least active person on this tribe. I would hopefully in front of I hope Brandon's not more active than me. But even if he is, I know that conversations with Brandon are not the most fun, and I know that I can charm people, even with like short conversations, probably more than Brandon can in a longer one. So I feel I'm at least like not bottom 2, and that Brandon and Blaze are bottom 2. So like even if Blaze plays a shot in the dark, I feel like there's going to be a stray vote potentially on Brandon, and that's perfectly fine with me. And also because Matt threw a lot of names out apparently, and yeah, so like there's a lot of conflict surrounding Matt for some of these people on the tribe. So yeah, I feel okay. Normally I don't think I would, but with this kind of twist, like there's already drama circling that has nothing to do with me, so I feel pretty okay. But yeah, hopefully I'll get more interesting things, because I know that I need to go to at least one like truly interesting tribal in the pre-merge in order for me to have a shot, because I just need to solidify some sort of strong connections that aren't Danny going into the merge, where I'm going to be like merge babe. So yeah, that's confessional. All right, confessional number 7. So I just had a VC with Danny, my favorite partner, thingy,
He told me some info actually. Okay, so apparently Blaze, who we're voting because he's like inactive and has 2 strikes, and no one trusts him, is partnered with, who was it? I think Jamal. Yeah. Allegedly Jamal and Blaze are partnered, and Jamal and Danny are currently on the same tribe, and Jamal allegedly told Danny that Blaze knows he's going home, which I'm also pretty sure he's going home. But but because of the shot in the dark, and because Blaze is well aware, and obviously like I haven't given him a decoy name, and I'm not going to. I don't know. It's like a done deal. So yeah, I'm actually gonna vote Brandon, because in the event Blaze plays a shot in the dark, I feel like it could be me that goes home, just because Blaze has sent me a total of like 3 DMs over both of our rounds together, and I have no clue how much he has or hasn't talked to anyone else. So I don't know. I feel like I could get sniped by his vote in the shot in the dark, or like an idol or whatever. So I'm gonna vote Brandon just because. Well, mainly because in a 1v1 tie, I know I'm almost certain I'd survive over Brandon, and I want Brandon out. Just because I feel like if Brandon makes merge, he's going to get to final 3 as a GOAT. So I don't want that. I am very much against GOATs making final 3. Unless I can get a GOAT loyal to me and I'm in final 4, but whatever. That's so far away from right now. But yeah, so I'm going Brandon. See ya.
What is up, everyone? I am back, but this time I'm outside walking. Just a little bit of a thing that I want to talk about, which is just like I'm at the challenge, so I'm not very surprised. I always pick 13. That's kind of my number, even though it represents bad luck and whatever. I mean, being born on Friday the 13th is not something you want, but that's what happened to me. If you want to know more stuff, just keep watching out for my confessionals, because there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to know about me by the end of this season, or maybe by the time I'm voted out. Whatever one comes first, because I'm not taking any chances, or I don't want to take a safe bet. I want to go dangerous. So, we'll see. Anyways, peace out.
So we lost this 10 my life challenge, and we're going to tribal council, and I actually don't feel in danger to be voted out right now. I feel like it's going to be unanimous, because was one person who hasn't really been active all game, and I feel that Blaze is going to be the one to go tonight.
Swap. I got nothing to talk about, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, swap for me, it was honestly kind of boring. It was just winning, planting seeds and making alliances. So I started planting seeds against Lucas and Knight because I have a feeling that they're close. And now that not Lucas and Knight, sorry, Killer and Knight. Back when I thought that I could have Lucas to rely on. I'm really sad that Lucas is dead now, because I was hoping that I would be able to use him against Knight and Killer. But I think I've found new people who I can rely on. Examples are like Danny, Zamara, Mia. I think I'm making some really good connects, and like Jamal is cool. Some of the people here I think I can genuinely vibe with and play the game. Cyan is honestly like... I thought he would be it, but like honestly, he's like a little bit not it, so like, maybe we gotta work on him, maybe we don't. So like Night Killer and Cyan are like the 3 people who I'd be like gun-ho to go out against if we were to lose. I hope we don't lose, yo. But yeah, that's what I gotta say for last thing, and now we're at swap. Lucas is dead, and that is so sad. I really liked Lucas. He was my guy. I wanted to meet him again. How does this happen to me? Oh, I was actually debating using my safety without power on him, or like asking Sage if I could use the safety without power while I was in a tribal council. Like, ask if I could save him, bro. To just have him come to the swamp with me. I would have probably done it if I had bothered to ask. I'll ask for next time.
So, as you can probably tell from all the confessionals, Blaze did go home during this tribal council due to just general inactivity. But to Blaze's credit, right in the end there during that last tribal, they did put in a lot of effort to try to save themselves and almost swayed everybody to save them. It was close. It was real close. So, that's that. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!